Today I'm going to share 15 things that I wish all English learners knew to break free from your fears and to start enjoying and feeling good about speaking English. No perfection required. If we haven't met before, I'm Jo and I specialise in working with adults who want to gain confidence and fluency in speaking English as a second plus language with a focus on meaningful communication. I want to help to empower learners like you to express yourself authentically in English so that you can grow and connect in your work, personal or academic life, or all three. So, what are the 15 things that I wish all English learners knew? Should we get started? Number 1, embrace your unique accent. First and foremost, your accent is part of your identity. The majority of the world's English speakers are not native speakers. So, instead of aiming to sound like a native speaker, focus instead on clarity and confidence in your own voice. Your accent is a reflection of who you are and your journey, and it's not something that we should be trying to eliminate. Obviously, you need to be understood in English, but you don't need to sound like a native speaker. Number 2, communication is key, not perfection. Many learners get totally caught up in trying to speak perfect English. But of course, the goal of language is communication, not perfection. I'll tell you a secret. When I'm recording one of these videos, I make numerous mistakes. I stumble over my words, I I hesitate, I struggle to find the right word. But don't let these mistakes hold you back. What matters most is that you're understood and you're expressing yourself effectively, not perfectly. Number 3 is fluency comes with practice, not just knowledge. Fluency isn't about knowing all the grammar rules and having a vast vocabulary. It's about being able to use the language fluidly in real conversations. This only comes with practice, so try speaking English every day, even if it's just on your own. I made a video about ways of practicing speaking English alone, so check that out. Number 4 is vocabulary is built over time, so don't stress over learning hundreds of words. Instead, focus on learning and using vocabulary that's relevant to your life and your interests. And remember, it's okay not to know every word. Yes, it's frustrating not to have the perfect word at hand in order to express yourself. But if it's a word that is important to you, learn that word and then have a go at actively introducing it into your vocabulary. But I'd avoid learning long lists of vocabulary that you're not actually likely to use on a regular basis. Number 5 is listening is as important as speaking. Listening actively can greatly improve your speaking and your overall communication skills. By carefully listening to both native and non-native speakers, you can pick up on natural speech patterns, intonations, pronunciations and phrases that you can then use in your own conversations. Also, being a good listener is absolutely essential in being a good communicator. Number 6 is don't compare yourself to others. Language learning isn't a competition. Everyone's language learning journey is different, and comparing yourself to other people can lead to frustration and self-doubt. Instead, focus on your own progress and your own achievements. Number 7 is it's okay to feel nervous. It's perfectly normal to feel nervous when speaking a second language, even for advanced learners. The key is to push through that nervousness, step out of your comfort zone and speak anyway. The more you practice, the more your confidence will grow. Number 8, English is not all about grammar. Yes, grammar is important, but it's not the be-all and end-all. Focus on meaningful communication. How well you express your ideas and connect with others is what is truly important. Number 9, I think a lot of you already know this, but it's to immerse yourself in English. Surround yourself with books, films, TV shows, podcasts. Take every opportunity you can to engage in conversations. The more exposure you have to the language, the more natural it will feel. Number 10, mistakes are an essential part of learning. Mistakes are not failures, they're learning opportunities. If you're concerned about having made a mistake, then take the opportunity to learn from the mistake. But at the same time, remember that making mistakes is incredibly human. And also, you'll be far more critical of your own mistakes than other people are. We're always more harsh on ourselves. Number 11 is to celebrate small wins. Progress can sometimes feel very slow when you're acquiring a new language. But every tiny step forward is a victory. So celebrate those little achievements that you notice along the way. Whether it's having a conversation with a colleague at work, or whether it's just understanding the lyrics in a pop song, these moments are all evidence that your knowledge and your ability to use English is growing. Number 12 is to find joy in the learning process. Learning a language, especially as an adult, should be an enjoyable experience. You could watch your favourite TV shows in English, or join an English speaking club, or read articles or watch YouTube videos about subjects that fascinate you. When I started learning French and Spanish decades ago now, back at school, it was frankly quite dull and tedious. There were no authentic materials and we worked from textbooks, which were really quite boring. Obviously now everything has changed and there are so many authentic materials available to everybody. Find authentic materials that interest you, not send you to sleep. Number 13 is it's never too late to learn. I talk about lifelong learning in one of my other videos. And I think it's important to remember that it's never too late to improve your English skills. In fact, life experiences can make you a more compelling and insightful communicator. One of my students is in his 80s and I absolutely love listening to him practicing his English because he tells amazing stories. And I'm sure you're also aware that learning languages is actually incredibly good, a good way of keeping your brain active. Number 14 is English is a tool for connection. English isn't just about vocabulary and grammar. It's a powerful tool for connecting people from different cultures and different backgrounds. You can use it to build new relationships, share your stories, and learn from others. Finally, that brings us to number 15, which is your voice matters. You have unique perspectives and insights that deserve to be heard. So share your knowledge, your opinions, your thoughts, your passions in English. So that brings today's video to an end. But if you found it useful, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, or even better, hit the notifications bell so you'll never miss a future video. And finally, if you have any thoughts or questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. I absolutely love hearing from you. Take care and I'll see you in my next video.